streams. So I say, might as well stream again.
On station at LC.
And we're gonna make some progress in this. And if you see D-Dog here, it looks
Gaining altitude.
Customize it. Most of the time I was messing around. And then all the time outfitting like my base, trying to upgrade it, yada yada yada. Hello first viewer. Center. Got a bonus. I got MB coins, yada yada. Look at my rewards I have here. Now these are dispatch missions. As you can see, 2 men died, 2 got injured. But hey, I got a replacement. I got 3 S ranked guys. Legendary. Sadistic iguana. Sly bat. Rapid Crow. Development. I developed quite like a little bit of stuff here. Some of it I haven't. It didn't show here, but try to see if I can find it. Damn, it doesn't. Anyway, there was like a development that I could do where I could basically get oh, here it is. Here's Ocelot's revolver at the 20th. I could get more apparently. Just keep upgrading his stuff, but it might take a while. Yeah, buddy stuff. Yeah, see, this is where we can customize D-Dog. You can change the color of his skin, of his fur. Take back to his classic color. Make him a snow, black, brown, or a fox, basically. Basically looks like a fox here. I'm just gonna make him a black wolf. Getting that has an eye patch. No eye patch, so he just has that scar, whatever, on his eye. Or an artificial eye, so basically a fake eye. I'm just gonna give him artificial eyes. An artificial eye. I didn't really notice this, but my guns are hanging up. See, my Mercs. R1 would probably be best. Look around this place. I got my sniper, got my rifle here. I got this stuff, like profiles or whatever, pictures. There's the scene from Miller on the right there, getting like rolled in. Alright, now let's get on with the missions. First, you need to do combat deployment. I need to deploy some guys. And yeah, most of these are like days or 3 days. Yeah, they're just long. These go based off real time. Some more stuff hunting. I can do 8. Let's do that. So that'd be by tomorrow, my time anyway. This will be done in a couple days. Alright, now let's get on with Pitch Dark. Actually.
Boss, this contract comes out of Angola. That's right, Central Africa, where Emmerich claimed they were working on a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. There's been a massive oil spill from Mafinda oil field. It's flowing into the river and contaminating the water supply. An environmental NGO has asked us to stop the spill by destroying the facility. Environmental activism isn't exactly our line of work, but it's not that simple either. The group operating the oil facility and causing the spill is the rebel group UNITA. And word has it that UNITA is getting supplied with U.S. military weapons. That sounds to me like Cypher's pulling their strings. Boss, it's time to give Cypher a little surprise.
Alright, let's get on with this mission. So we still got all this stuff. I got my tree glazing sniper rifle. I have a non-lethal assault rifle, but it's not exactly like stuff. I still have my favorite gun too. This is an Ocelot's revolver. Tornado 6, pretty powerful. I have a rocket arm too. How's it look? Oh. Yeah, basically this. Just I was gonna keep the good old line on here. No, I outfitted with a bunch of this shit. Pretty useful. I have a stealth camera. That's really nice to have. Like that. Right. Vehicle. I have tanks. 9 of these tanks. 4, 2 trucks. I don't really care about the trucks. But Jeep, I always like that because that's like how I can get, and I told you I can just switch. I can switch these people to my other soldiers here. I'm gonna stick with Girl Snake. ASAP. If you notice, the emblem's different because I customized it. I also changed the color of the mother base, like from its orange to navy blue. Checkpoint. There we go. Resume. Episode 13. Pitch Dark.
Came from intel. The target is Angola's Mfinda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed, and now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water. The oil runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mfinda oil field was outdated, abandoned. Then the rebel group UNITA moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. UNITA's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on UNITA could tell us who's pulling its strings. Cypher with him. First, make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Wala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by UNITA, so stay sharp. The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options, soldiers have become dogs of war, sent to conflict zones as private forces.
or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason. No banner. But it's how they survive. The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially high. Cold War standoffs, resource exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That mess you're standing in is just the latest example.
Here we go. Let's try to get this now I see the dog have
You've arrived at Massa Village. It's been turned into a supply hub for UNITA, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. That searchlight's manually operated.
It's a heavy machine gun. Packs far more power than any rifle. You can either use it yourself or destroy it. Either way, best keep in mind some way to deal with it.
Though they're members of UNITA, those locals have been hired by CFA, the South African PF, and they're communicating through Afrikaans, an official language of the country. We'll need someone with the Afrikaans interpreter skill to understand what they're saying.
So basically no reason to interrogate these guys, they don't know jack shit.
Ik wil niet, prik niet. Ik ken geen Engels niet, ek's jammer.
The PF soldiers are speaking Afrikaans, an official language of the Republic of South Africa. Boss, we're gonna need someone with the Afrikaans interpreter skill to understand what they're saying. We'll look into it here, but for now, you'll just have to make do without one.
Taking him because he has his skill of space development, medic, troublemaker, violence. I don't even bother with that.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
On that. Fuck you, man. Guys.
Good.
Seriously?
Geruchte is, het is een soort van een bedrogs.
I was hoping they wouldn't hear that roll. Damn. Shit, I should have taken the Jeep.
You've made it past the village. Continue heading for the oil facility. It's located upriver.
Shit. Very nice. pretty good on actually everything, so I don't really need to get these guys right now.
The Finda oil field is the property of Saner, South African Natural Resources. Saner drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. And when the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. Then it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means United's takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves. However you look at it, Saner's far from squeaky clean.
Yeah, metaphorically, literally. Yeah, probably that. Let's see here. Alright, we're almost there. I think outpost. I don't know what stores in man. Got a bunch of donkeys. Donkeys here. And there we go. And it's okay for me to use it. Come on, donkey, I'm saving your ass. Right, the sandstorm got rain. Yeah, that's great.
That used to be a settlement. Now it's burned to the ground. There it is, the oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. The details are on your iDroid.
I didn't know this was I'm not sure if it'll work since it's raining.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Alright, tell that he's telling me that, like, we got things. Is it you? Oh, okay, that didn't do anything to him. Alright. Good, so I need to... That's a person.
Rain. The sound of rainfall should help to mask your footstep.
Rain limits hearing. The sound of rain masks your footsteps to a degree, allowing you to move around at any speed without letting enemies, provided you lower your stance. Well. C4. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what's at. It's up there. Okay. Oh, I can't go inside. Fuck, it's here. Or more capital. Why did you?
There's the transfer pump control room. The emergency stop button is probably inside it. Transfer pump shutoff confirmed. Next, destroy the oily water separator tank. That'll ensure they can never use the facility again. You gotta extract him. Coming too. Roger that.
Consider the situation. Alle eenheden staan bij.
Destroy that separator tank. You'll need to use explosive. Alright, you planted the C4. Don't set it off until you're at a safe distance. Once it goes up, the enemy will come running.
Too late. I already detonated that son of a bitch. Where'd you guys come from? Ah, fuck. I should have been further away, goddamn.
You destroyed the separator tank. Objectives complete. Though security will be tighter after that explosion. Get out of there ASAP. Destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, and that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
How big is the hot zone? Okay, let's see here. Helicopter, pick up.
Roger. Roger.
Shit. Oh my god, that was
Walker gears. What are they doing there?
There's also not. I just gotta get out of here.
Arriving shortly at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ.
Stand underneath where it's gonna be.
Gaining altitude.
flamethrower? I saw that.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only.
Hell yeah. Perfect stealth. No, kill. What do you mean? How come I didn't get perfect stealth? I didn't even kill anyone. Now, the no reflex part I get, because I mean, I needed to use that. I took no hits, didn't alert anyone. Got 7, I choked out 7 guys, got 10 tranquilizer headshots. Neutralized 18 guys. I didn't kill them, I knocked them out or put them to sleep. Markings, I don't know what the fuck that means. Effective interrogate, oh, I wish. Prisoner rescue, didn't find a prisoner. You fucking kidding me?
Boss, we took another look into Saner, the owner of the oil field. They were behind what happened. They hired the PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while pretending they were the victims. One other thing. Saner's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building. Company's essentially non-existent. Cutting it through a series of mergers and sell-offs, and get this, the fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation, meaning someone is just using Saner's name from the shadows. But what about those strange corpses? Just what the hell were they doing over there?
Oh, no, like I said.
Hey! Snake! I've customized a walker gear just for you. It features a silent running system, great for infiltration missions, and you can also summon it to your location. I've taken the liberty of calling it the D-Walker. It's armed with a suppressed tranquilizer gun. If you want to add other weaponry or upgrade the chassis, give the order from your iDroid.
Oh, at least also awesome. Pouncing Rooster, he's Portuguese. Punching Python, I think that's the, yeah, that's the one I captured. It's all a bunch of people who just volunteer, I suppose. Could use more R&D, I suppose.
Boss, I've updated the mission list. We've received a new job offer. It doesn't seem connected to Cypher or Skullface at all. But if it goes well, we may get an Afrikaans interpreter. The details are on your iDroid.
This is long, bro. Let's move out of here. Oh yeah, the walker can be your buddy. Oops. Probably not gonna use it. I guess, yeah, probably the best. Reduce dispatch time it's gonna have. That's what's gonna get. Let's do the cassette tape. This isn't a huge interrogation.
You called that thing Sahelanthropus. Where does the name come from?
Well, several years ago, an excavation team discovered a hominid skull in the Sahel region.
Central Africa. The Southern Sahara.
Cypher gave the specimen the name Sahelanthropus, Man of Sahel. and then they covered the whole thing up.
Why?
They probably wanted to monopolize information about human evolution to have a head start in their genetic research. At least, until they had an idea of what they'd found.
It was that big of a discovery, huh?
Sahelanthropus was a gracile hominid, estimated to have lived about 7 million years ago. What's significant about it is how its skull's foramen magnum faces down. In other words, the column supported its head from underneath.
It stood upright.
Right. Which would mean Sahelanthropus walked upright 3 million years before Australopithecus, making it the world's oldest human species.
Walking upright. I get it. Hence the name Sahelanthropus for your machine.
Walking upright was the decisive difference between our ancestors and other anthropoids. Our brains could get heavier once they were supported by the spinal column. That led to the use of tools and the development of complex communication through language. Only man is capable of this. My creation will be the progenitor of all bipedal weapon platforms.
And you did this for Cypher?
No, not at all. Sahelanthropus is the best proof that I never betrayed you guys.
What do you mean?
The reconstructed Sahelanthropus skull looked exactly like the skull we used as our logo 9 years ago in the Caribbean.
An army without a nation. Outside the world order.
The design was based on Pangaea, the supercontinent that existed 250 million years ago, right?
Yeah. When the world was a single landmass. That concept's at the source of strength.
I felt the same way about Sahelanthropus. Sure, I was forced to build it under their orders, but I always wanted to put its technology back in our hands someday. That's the reason I incorporated the old insignia into Sahelanthropus's name. Don't you see? That's how much I was thinking about you guys.
Oh, I see, all right. I see someone desperate to cover his ass. You can say whatever you want after the fact. But that skull also symbolizes somebody else. Skullface.
Snake!
Oh, I wanted, I wanted to finish that first. Guess maybe D-horse. D-horse is still. I guess horse D-horse. Actually, no. I just like the head. Such a good companion to have. Okay. And the token is a tag, or an emblem on the background. It says Fortune Dogs. I should have just named it Diamond Dogs. The word diamond. I'm gonna do a nighttime assault. Resume game.